Hey, welcome aboard. Thanks a lot for jumping on. So I want to talk to you really quickly. I want to talk to you, keep it short. When I say short, it's going to be about a four-minute video or a 5-minute video. But I want to talk to you really clearly about procrastination. So the title of this was about understanding how, procrastinators think. Now, I know a lot of people usually procrastinate, but there's this misnomer about procrastination in terms of thinking that procrastination is because of laziness. And really, it's not a laziness issue. It's really a mixture of different other things. For example, the factors of fear, the factors of emotions, the whole idea of the psychology of having to be perfect. So perfection plays a big role in there. We're looking at other ways of disruptive thinking, but not disruptive in the sense of creating something amazing, but really it's disruptive in the sense of sabotaging. And so what we really have to understand is this. If we know what and how procrastinators think, that gives us a chance to look and get some insights into ourselves and see how we think, and then we can transfer that into a way of using that weakness into a skill of strength. You can convert it. So really quickly, we're going to talk about this. I'm going to give you 6 ways. If you've got a pen and paper handy, write this down. You want to be able to take notes. If not, pause the video, quickly go and get a pen and paper, and you can write this down or put it on your phone, okay? So number 1, you have to understand this, competition. So when you're looking at competition, here's the thing. Procrastination leads to this thought process where we're going, okay, well, when you compete, you know that you're going to have to showcase your goals, your missions, your ambition. And when putting it out there, that leads to the thought process of, oh my God, someone else is going to copy it. So you know what? I'm afraid the competition is going to take it and they're going to implement it, or they're going to take it and copy it. So you know what? I'm not going to do that. I don't want the spotlight. So that's one of the big reasons why procrastinators tend to procrastinate, because that's the first thing they think about. Or sometimes it may not be the first thing, but it's definitely on their mind. Okay, number 2. Another one that procrastinators have a way of thinking is commitment phobia. What I mean by that is this. If you're a procrastinator, think about it. If you go ahead and you proceed with your goal slowly and steadily, right? What happens is you're now creating momentum and you're liable to achieve that. Now, if you're liable to achieve your goal, here's what happens. Then you're going to turn around and go, what happens after that? What's the next step? Am I going to continue? What's my next goal? I don't know. Well, do I really want to do that then? In that case, I want to just take it very slowly. So you know what? I won't bother doing it. So that's the phobia of having to form a commitment, and that applies to any part of a businessman's life, right? So that's another way of how procrastinators think. The third way is, oh my God, I'll turn into a workaholic. What does that mean? Well, a procrastinator will probably go, sorry, I'm making a noise with this thing. I should leave that there. A procrastinator will typically go, well, you know what? If I stop fooling around and I start going into work mode and I work really hard, I'll always have to work really hard. And that means I'll become a workaholic. And I don't want to do that. So you know what? I won't do it. I won't go ahead and do it. I'll just wait. So that's another way, the third way of procrastination. The fourth way of thinking for procrastinators is success is really, really a red flag. Like, it's dangerous. Why? Because if you're successful, then someone's going to get hurt. And because when someone wins, someone loses, that means that person gets hurt. So if someone's getting hurt by you winning, then what's the point of winning? So in that case, let's not do it, right? So that's another reason why that's how procrastinators think. Number 5, procrastinators go, I don't deserve success. That's what they say. So a lot of people are afraid of success because they don't know their own worth. They don't believe that they are deserving of having to receive abundance or deserve to be successful, whether it's to do financially or whether it's to do mentally or spiritually or in a relationship or in their fitness or in their health or their careers or their businesses. They don't know. So belief system that sits there with them is, I don't deserve success. And the 6th way of thinking around procrastinators is, what if I'm really too good? Like perfection is what I have. What if I'm too perfect? Meaning what? Well, if I'm perfect, that means I'll make other people jealous. I don't want that. I don't want to rock the boat. I don't want to ruffle anyone's feathers. I don't want people to get jealous. So you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to go ahead and do it. And that's what procrastinators do. So, you might resonate with some of these or all of these, and you might see these traits or these thought patterns going through your mind, because these 6 ways of thinking of procrastinators is what I've just shared with you, that typically tends to occur based on what I've seen with a lot of my clients. Plus, I've personally experienced it and I had to work through it. Heck, I could have written a book and made it a bestseller on procrastination, because these thought patterns were constantly there. Now it's a different story. Now we take action. Now it's a different place of being. And a lot of my clients, when they work with us and they go through one-on-one coaching or in a group coaching environment, they'll learn how to take these thought patterns and switch them around and turn their weaknesses into strengths. So here's an action, assignment that I'd like you guys to think about as a takeaway from this one, right? Go ahead and write down or pick up or identify 3 things or 3 goals that you've been putting off, right? Write down 3 things that you've been putting off or you've been keeping away from doing, and you're just pushing it off to another day. 3 things, not too many. Just write down 3 things so you don't get overwhelmed. There might be more, but just write 3 things that you have been putting aside for another day. Write those down, okay? And then step 2 I want you to think about is, how are you planning to stop procrastinating, especially in your business? So hopefully the 3 things you pick up on are you in your business, but if they're not, that's okay. But I want you to think about this. If you're in business for yourself, I want you to write down, how are you planning to stop procrastinating stuff in your business? What is your plan of attack? Just talking about a plan here. We're not really talking about doing it yet, because that can happen, but you've got to start with just writing down and reflecting on, what is your plan? How are you going to do it? So there you have it. I said we were going to go about 4 to 5 minutes, but we're in a 7-minute video here. So I'm going to wrap this up. You're watching some business tips with Sohan. I hope you really enjoyed it. Go ahead and share this with anyone else. Tag someone in the comments below that you know is in business for themselves or has been putting something off for another day. Go ahead and tag them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a raffle. I'm going to pick the one who tags the most, and then that person gets a shout out when I do a Facebook Live, so that you get free promotion for your business or your brand. Okay? I'll talk to you soon. My name is Sohan from Business Works. I really hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and share it and watch this again so that you understand the 6 different ways of how procrastinators think. Talk to you soon. Cheers.